I know you were supposed to finish earlier, but at least you got it done in the end. Better late than never. It's better to be late than not do it at all. You're performing on stage tonight. Go out there and shine, break a leg. Good luck. Whoa, slow down with that heavy box or you might drop it. Easy does it. Slow down. I know this week has been tough, but keep going, things will improve. Hang in there, stay strong. You don't need a PhD to understand this. Just follow the instructions. It's not rocket science, it's simple. If you want to build muscle, you have to push yourself at the gym. No pain, no gain. Effort leads to success. Stop panicking and take a deep breath. Pull yourself together, calm down. We've had no issues so far with the plan. So far, so good, everything is going well. We were just talking about you, and here you are. Speak of the devil, talking about someone who appears. This constant lateness is too much. I've had enough. That's the last straw, final limit of patience. I can't believe it's already midnight. We just got here. Time flies when you're having fun. Time passes quickly. We don't need to worry about that yet. We'll deal with it later. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Deal with it later. This weather is awful. You can say that again. It's been raining all week. You can say that again. I completely agree. Do you know how to fix this machine? Not at all. Your guess is as good as mine. I have no idea. Getting rejected from that job was disappointing at first, but it turned out to be a great opportunity. A blessing in disguise, hidden benefit. Those plastic keychains are everywhere and cost almost nothing. A dime a dozen, very cheap. Stop avoiding the topic and tell me whether you're coming or not, beating around the bush, avoiding the point. The dentist said it would be painful, so I had to stay strong and get through it, bite the bullet, endure it. We were exhausted after hours of work, so we decided to stop and continue tomorrow, call it a day, stop working. She made a mistake, but since it's her first week, let's be understanding, cut her some slack, be lenient. The company tried to reduce costs by using low-quality materials, but it ended in disaster, cutting corners, doing things cheaply. The kids were playing nicely, but suddenly chaos broke out, get out of hand, become uncontrollable. I had to go on that trip before settling down, because I just needed to experience it first, get it out of my system, do it to move on. I don't think he meant to offend you, so let's assume the best, give him the benefit of the doubt, trust him. Our first idea didn't work, so we had to start over with a new approach. Go back to the drawing board, restart the plan. It's been a long, tiring day, so I'm heading straight to bed. Hit the sack, go to bed. The teacher decided not to punish him for forgetting his homework this time, let him off the hook, freed him from blame. We had a long and complicated story to tell, but to sum it up, we missed our flight. To make a long story short, summarizing. You should have invested earlier when prices were low, now it's too late, missed the boat, lost the opportunity. He's always prepared, pays attention to every detail, and never forgets deadlines, on the ball, alert and efficient. Don't take it personally, I was only joking, pulling your leg, joking. Having a remote job allows me to enjoy work flexibility and job security at the same time, the best of both worlds, two advantages. Calm down, this isn't a big deal, get bent out of shape, overreact. We were already running late, and to make things worse, the car broke down, to make matters worse, adding to the problem. I don't feel well today, so I'll stay home and rest, under the weather, sick. This math problem is so confusing, I just can't figure it out, wrap my head around it, understand it. You might want that investment to grow, but having cash in hand is more valuable. A bird in the hand is worth two in the bush, value what you have. You've been quiet all evening. What's on your mind? A penny for your thoughts, tell me what you're thinking. Instead of spending everything, put some money aside for the future. A penny saved is a penny earned, saving is as good as earning. Instead of explaining, just show them the photo, it says it all. A picture is worth 1,000 words, visuals are powerful. He keeps making promises, but I'll believe him when I see action. Actions speak louder than words, deeds matter more than talk. No wonder they are best friends. They have the same interests and habits. Birds of a feather flock together, similar people stick together. Be kind to others, and they'll be kind to you. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Treat people how you want to be treated. Don't plan the celebration yet. You haven't won the contest. Don't count your chickens before they hatch. Don't assume success too soon. There's no use worrying about the mistake now. It's done. Don't cry over spilt milk. Accept what can't be changed. Your singing is unique. Maybe don't quit your office job just yet. Don't give up your day job. You're not skilled enough. Investing is smart, but don't put all your money in one stock. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Avoid excessive risk. You lost your job, but maybe it will lead to a better opportunity. Every cloud has a silver lining. There's good in bad situations. Be patient. The best opportunities take time. Good things come to those who wait. Patience brings rewards. He didn't answer your email because he's busy with more important work. He has bigger fish to fry. He has more pressing matters. His father was an artist, and now he's a talented painter too. He's a chip off the old block. He's just like his parent. Your explanation was perfect. That's exactly what I meant. Hit the nail on the head. You got it exactly right. She doesn't worry about bad news. Sometimes, not knowing is better. Ignorance is bliss. Not knowing can be comforting. The game isn't over yet. We still have a chance to win. It ain't over till the fat lady sings it's not finished yet. You're being rude. Well, it takes one to know one. You're the same way. That exam was so simple, I barely had to think. It's a piece of cake. It's very easy. Grab an umbrella. It's pouring outside. It's raining cats and dogs. It's raining heavily. By shopping online, I saved money and avoided crowds. Kill two birds with one stone. Solve two problems at once. I trusted the wrong person, but I'll be more careful next time. Live and learn from mistakes. Think about the risks before making a big decision. Look before you leap. Consider consequences first. Rushing won't help. Just stay consistent and keep going. Slow and steady wins the race. Persistence leads to success. You forgot to email the client, so now it's your responsibility to fix the issue. The ball is in your court. It's your turn to act. The blueprint looked simple, but the contractors ran into unexpected complications. The devil is in the details. Small details can cause big problems. She always arrives early for job interviews, knowing it gives her an advantage. The early bird gets the worm. Being early leads to success. Don't be sad about the breakup. You'll meet someone new soon. There are other fish in the sea. More opportunities will come. His approach to solving problems seems chaotic, but in the end, it always works. There's a method to his madness. His strange actions have a purpose. That free vacation deal sounds great, but I'm sure there are hidden fees somewhere. There's no such thing as a free lunch. Everything has a cost. You can't spend all your money on shopping and still expect to save for a house. You can't have your cake and eat it too. You can't have it both ways. She might look unfriendly, but once you talk to her, you'll see she's really kind. You can't judge a book by its cover. Appearances can be deceiving. He read one article about finance and now thinks he's an expert. A little learning is a dangerous thing. Partial knowledge can mislead. Fixing that small leak now will save you from a huge plumbing bill later. A stitch in time saves 9. Fix problems early to avoid bigger ones. She eats a healthy diet and exercises daily, and she rarely gets sick. An apple a day keeps the doctor away. Healthy habits prevent illness. Wearing sunscreen every day can help you avoid expensive skin treatments in the future. An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. Preventing problems is easier than fixing them. He kept asking too many questions about the secret project and got removed from it. Curiosity killed the cat. Being too curious can lead to trouble. We've already decided to move forward with the new plan, so stop bringing up the old one. Don't beat a dead horse. Stop discussing something that's over. She kept getting rejected for roles, but today she finally landed her dream job. Every dog has his day. Everyone gets their chance. They used to be best friends, but after living together for years, they can't stand each other. Familiarity breeds contempt. Too much familiarity leads to dislike. This new AI assistant makes my work so much easier. the best thing since sliced bread, a great invention. We need to discuss the fact that we are running out of money, the elephant in the room, an obvious problem people ignore. He didn't just decorate the venue, he hired musicians and fireworks, the whole 9 yards, everything possible. They knew it was risky, but they quit their jobs and started their own business. Throw caution to the wind, take a big risk. Missing one deadline caused a backlog of work, which then led to more delays. A snowball effect, a situation growing out of control. With no funding or experience, he has no chance of winning the competition, a snowball's chance in hell, almost no chance. Their fight over who got the last piece of cake was nothing serious. A storm in a teacup, a big fuss over nothing. After recovering from the flu, he felt completely healthy again, as right as rain, feeling great. The sudden announcement of her resignation shocked everyone, a bolt from the blue, a complete surprise. After yelling at his boss, he lost his job and connections in the industry, burn bridges, destroy relationships permanently. The office was quiet all morning, but once the big project started, chaos erupted, calm before the storm, peace before trouble. We'll meet for the picnic no matter the weather, come rain or shine, no matter what happens. He tried the new position, but just wasn't able to perform well, cut the mustard, meet expectations. She took a big risk by investing everything in her business, and now she's thriving. Fortune favors the bold, risk takers succeed. He rushed through his assignment, but now he has to redo half of it. Haste makes waste, rushing leads to mistakes. They mocked his small business idea, but now he's a millionaire. He who laughs last laughs loudest, final success matters most. He keeps making the same silly mistakes. I don't think he's very smart. He's not playing with a full deck, not very intelligent. He believes aliens control the government, and that he can talk to animals. He's off his rocker, crazy. She refuses to choose a side in the debate, and keeps avoiding the topic. He's sitting on the fence, undecided. He blamed the outdated software for his mistakes, but really, he just didn't know how to use it. It is a poor workman who blames his tools. Take responsibility for your mistakes. She lost everything, but she's staying hopeful that things will improve soon. It is always darkest before the dawn, things get better after hard times. The argument wasn't just her fault, he also contributed to the problem. It takes two to tango, both are responsible. After a week of rest, he felt strong and healthy again, fit as a fiddle, in excellent health. Just when I thought I was exhausted, I suddenly had more energy to keep going. Get a second wind, regain energy after fatigue. I overheard some co-workers talking and got some unexpected news. Get wind of something, hear a rumor or news. The company collapsed completely after losing its biggest investor. Go down in flames, fail spectacularly. She daydreams so much in class that she never hears the teacher's questions. Have your head in the clouds, be distracted or unrealistic. I heard the news directly from the manager, so it's definitely true. Here's something straight from the horse's mouth, get information from a reliable source. Everyone started using that new app, so I decided to try it too, jump on the bandwagon, follow a popular trend. He always knows what decisions to make before problems arise, know which way the wind is blowing, understand trends or future developments. We searched every possible place for the missing documents, leave no stone unturned, try everything possible. After being tricked once, he is now very cautious when making deals. Once bitten, twice shy, be extra careful after a bad experience. She left her stressful job for what she thought was a better one, but now she's even more overwhelmed. Out of the frying pan, and into the fire, going from a bad situation to an even worse one. If you don't start working harder, you'll be fired. Shape up or ship out, improve or leave. You missed the deadline, so applying now isn't an option anymore. That ship has sailed, it's too late. With rising prices and job losses, the economy might be in trouble soon. There are clouds on the horizon, problems are coming. He criticizes others for being selfish, but he never shares his things either. Those who live in glass houses shouldn't throw stones. Don't judge others if you're guilty of the same thing. She wasted half the day doing nothing and now she's rushing to finish work. Time is money, time is valuable. He always finishes his meals and never throws away food. Waste not, want not, don't waste, and you'll never lack. After discussing our ideas, we realized we completely agree on the plan. We see eye to eye, agree completely. She spent a lot of time planning before starting her project, and now it's much easier to complete. Well begun is half done. A good start makes things easier. First, his car broke down, then he lost his wallet, and now it's raining. What a terrible day. When it rains it pours. Problems often come all at once. He was rude to the waiter and wondered why he got bad service. He should know that being nice works better. You can catch more flies with honey than you can with vinegar. Kindness is more effective than rudeness. I gave her the best advice, but she refused to listen. There's nothing more I can do. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. You can't force someone to take advice. They had to fire a few employees to save the company from bankruptcy. You can't make an omelette without breaking some eggs. Sacrifices are necessary for success. It's best not to reopen old conflicts. Just move on. Let sleeping dogs lie. Avoid stirring up past problems. At first, it seemed difficult, but once I got the hang of it, it was easy, like riding a bicycle, a skill you never forget. They dress the same, like the same music, and are always together, like two peas in a pod, very similar and close. We have extra staff this week, so let's get as much done as possible. Make hay while the sun shines. Take advantage of opportunities while they last. After getting accepted into her dream university, she couldn't stop smiling, on cloud nine, extremely happy. As soon as the bell rang, he grabbed his bag and sprinted to avoid being late. Run like the wind, run very fast. With all these deadlines, I barely have time to eat or sleep, snowed under, overwhelmed with work. He criticized me for being late, but he's always late himself. The pot calling the kettle black, criticizing someone for something you also do. They've faced many struggles but have always supported each other, through thick and thin, in good times and bad. The company is struggling financially, but we'll push through the difficulties, weather the storm, survive tough times. The combination of those factors led to a complete disaster, a perfect storm, worst case scenario. Not only did I drop my coffee, but to make things worse, I also missed my bus. To add insult to injury, make things worse. If you think he's the one who stole your wallet, you're looking in the wrong place, barking up the wrong tree, making a wrong assumption. He thought he could handle 3 jobs at once, but he quickly became overwhelmed, bit off more than he could chew, took on too much. She started the meeting with a funny story to make everyone feel more comfortable, break the ice, ease social tension. We barely made it to the finish line in time to qualify for the finals, by the skin of our teeth, just barely. Comparing a professional athlete to someone who just started playing is unfair. Comparing apples to oranges, comparing unrelated things. That luxury vacation package costs more than I make in a year, costs an arm and a leg, is very expensive. She's so spontaneous that she would pack her bags and leave for a trip instantly, at the drop of a hat, immediately. He always makes rude comments, so it was about time he experienced the same treatment. Got a taste of his own medicine, received the same bad treatment. After their disagreement, she completely ignored him at the party, gave him the cold shoulder, ignored him. They sent us looking for a document that never even existed. What a waste of time. Sent us on a wild goose chase, a pointless search. He accidentally mentioned the surprise party while she was in the room. Let the cat out of the bag, revealed the secret. If he forgets to submit his report again, he might get fired, on thin ice in a risky situation. We only visit that expensive restaurant for special occasions, once in a blue moon, very rarely. I'll argue against this idea, just to challenge the reasoning behind it, play devil's advocate, argue the opposite side. The company decided to postpone the expansion due to budget cuts, put the project on ice, pause it. I hate to ruin your excitement, but the event might get cancelled due to bad weather, rain on your parade, spoil your plans. They aren't spending too much because they want to be prepared for unexpected expenses, saving for a rainy day, keeping money for future problems. She accidentally mentioned the surprise before we could stop her, spilled the beans, revealed the secret. I can't make it tonight, but can we meet another day? Take a rain check, reschedule. He always exaggerates, so don't take everything he says too seriously. Take it with a grain of salt, don't believe it completely.